Special greetings, my dear students. Today we are going to revise our first chapter. In previous class, we seen what is a computer, computer full forms, characteristics of computer, and wherever we are using computer, advantages we seen in previous video. And today, in this video session, we are going to see computer system, functions of computer, and components of CPU. So these are the three topics today we are going to see. First of all, computer system. Already in previous class I told, computer system is a combination of hardware and software. Just to imagine, computer is a hardware device. Am I right? Monitor, keyboard, CPU. And inside we are using a software. With help of this software, we are controlling entire system. Correct? So actually computer is a combination of hardware and software. And please kindly keep it in mind. Set of instruction. Set of instruction is called program. Set of instruction is called program. Set of program is called software. Set of program is called, and set of software is called, we can say operating system, but operating system is not a proper answer. Okay, for your understanding purpose I am saying set of software is called operating system. In this place, why I am mentioning operating system? Because when you are opening your Windows 7 or Windows 8 or Windows 10, any operating system, when you are opening, this operating system combined with many software like Paint, and you are seeing this desktop now, that also because of due to some application only, folder, everything, this is a because of software only we can able to see. So this is the main key rule. Please kindly remember this. This is a basic concept, so you should be well aware about this. Now after this, next topic is functions of computer. Functions of computer. So whatever we are working with the computer, whatever work we are doing with the computer, it is depend on only this four: input, process, storage and retrieve, output. These are the four things. Whenever we are doing any work with the computer, these are the four things involved. So we can see now with an example. First, input. Whatever value we are giving to a computer, it is called input. Whatever instruction given by a user, it is called input. Next, process. Whatever input given by a user, computer will take, it will store or it will do any operation depend on what the instruction we are giving to computer to do. That is called process. After, storage and retrieve. Whatever value we are giving, computers will store the value in it, and whenever we need, it will give, we can able to retrieve the things, means it will give a output. Now see, with one example, input, I am giving a one sum 2 plus 2. Actually this is a simple thing, but I am giving for example. This is an input. This is an input. Now computer is taking, process. It is a process. Now it is adding 2 plus 2, and it is getting a value 4. Now this 4 value and input value, this both it will store in a storage area. Means we give an input and computer is doing process and it is storing. It is storing in storage area. After storing, if we are asking answer or if you want to see the answer, computer will give the output. So if you see your book, they given some real-time example like a car is moving, diesel is a input, and engine starts. It is a process, and engine starts working. It is a what is the process, and the diesel stored in a tank storage, and when car is moving, we are reaching to the destination output. So like this, they given some real-time example. Please kindly go through it. And now after this, now we are going to see components of CPU. Students, components of CPU, only three things. Okay. First, MU, memory unit. After ALU, arithmetic logic unit. At last, CU, control unit. Control unit. So these are the main three components of CPU, which you already studied in your 5th class or lower sections. You already learned about this all, but here you are going to see little bit deeper. Your first chapter full only these things. Now see memory unit. If you go to the memory unit, it divided in two types. One is the internal. One is internal and another one is the external. Okay. I am saying CPU, central processing unit, and its speed is measured by megahertz. Speed is measured by megahertz. CPU, central processing unit, and its speed is measured by megahertz. And CPU is divided into CPU having three main components: MU, memory unit, arithmetic logic unit, control unit. If you come into the memory unit divided into two types. One is the internal memory and another is the external memory. Now, if you are going to the internal memory, there is a RAM, ROM, cache. So these are the three types of internal memory we already learned in our first chapter. After, if you are going to the external memory, hard disk, CD means compact disk, PD, flash drive. So this all will come in a external memory. So this is your simple topics in your first chapter. Okay. Now if you are going to the RAM is having 5 types: SRAM, DRAM, SDRAM, like that, DDR, DDR1, DDR2, like that, RAM types, ROM types. So this is the components of CPU. Okay. Arithmetic logic unit, just operations, plus, minus, division, or greater or lower, greater than, equal. So this all will come in a arithmetic logic unit. Control unit controls entire operation, means hardware, software, your full system it will control. So these are the three main components of your CPU. Okay. So today we see functions of computer and the components of CPU. So please kindly go through it, and next video session we will learn types of RAM and types of ROM. Okay. These two we can learn after. Types of computer, it is very easy, already you are knowing. So we will see that all, we will just revise once in our next class. And please, your examination having only MCQ questions, 20 questions will come. Go through your lesson back exercises. Thanks for watching.